Alright, gather round, because we're about to embark on a journey. Not a physical one, but a journey of self-discovery, a quest for wisdom, and a profound exploration of the principles that shape a fulfilling and meaningful life. Think of it as a treasure map, not leading to gold doubloons, but to something far more valuable, a compass for navigating the complexities of existence, a toolkit for overcoming challenges, and a roadmap for becoming the best version of yourself. This isn't about quick fixes or superficial life hacks. We're diving deep into the timeless wisdom that has guided generations of thinkers, leaders, and everyday individuals who have dared to live intentionally. We're going to unravel the threads of experience, learn from the triumphs and failures of others, and ultimately, equip you with the insights and perspectives you need to chart your own course through the often turbulent waters of life. This isn't a lecture, it's a conversation. A conversation about happiness, resilience, risk-taking, mindfulness, and the power of your own mind. It's a conversation designed to challenge your assumptions, spark your curiosity, and inspire you to take action. Imagine a life where you're not just reacting to circumstances, but actively shaping them. A life where you're not just drifting aimlessly, but pursuing your passions with purpose and conviction. A life where you're not just surviving, but thriving. This is the promise of embracing these timeless lessons, and it's a promise we're going to explore together. We'll delve into the importance of personal responsibility, the fleeting nature of both joy and sorrow, the inherent unfairness of life, and the courage it takes to step outside your comfort zone. We'll examine the trap of overthinking, the significance of aligning your career with your passions, and the profound impact your mindset has on every aspect of your life. And throughout it all, we'll remember that life is a continuous learning process, a journey of growth and evolution that never truly ends. So, are you ready to embark on this adventure? Are you ready to unlock the secrets to a more fulfilling and meaningful life? Then let's begin, and together, let's transform the way you see the world, and the way you see yourself. The saying that life is a journey rings true for everyone, from the greatest to the weakest, as all experience ups and downs. Every situation is a choice, and each step in life is like a small test, with every decision leading you in a specific direction. Therefore, it's crucial to learn to observe human life, watching others and the decisions they've made that brought them to their current state. Learning from both great men and those with less experience can provide invaluable insights. There's a story of a sage sitting under a tree when some people approached him, asking how he became so wise. The sage responded that he learned from fools, observing their decision-making process and avoiding the mistakes that led them to trouble. This principle applies to everyone's life. Let every moment be filled with observations. It's the easiest way to shorten your learning curve by 10, 20, or even 30 years and position yourself ahead of the 99%. Remember, life is full of lessons, and it's your duty as a human to remain a student throughout life. The moment you believe you're a master and have learned enough is the moment you'll stop growing. This brings up the question of what are some of the lessons and principles that men should keep in mind. First, happiness is a personal choice, a decision that only you can make for yourself. Much of your joy comes from within, and you must have control over your emotions. Just as the pursuit of physical pleasure should not consume your thoughts, true happiness isn't solely dependent on satisfying primal desires, including sexual ones. Don't rely on others to create your happiness, as this is a common pitfall in relationships. When you enter a relationship expecting your partner to be your sole source of happiness, it often leads to disappointment, as your happiness is your responsibility. This applies not only to relationships but to every facet of life. For example, on a rainy day, one person might find joy in the rain, while another curses the weather. It's all about your mindset. Remember, happiness is a daily choice you must make. One way to cultivate this mindset is by disconnecting from social media. Social media often does more harm than good, despite its promise of bringing people closer together. In reality, it frequently achieves the opposite effect, fostering envy and discontent among users. Second, everything is temporary, the good times and the bad. They're all fleeting. When life's great, embrace it fully and be thankful. When challenges arise, stay composed and tackle them head-on. Remember, even the finest days will end someday, so if emotions threaten to overwhelm you, stay resolute and keep a clear head. Third, life isn't fair. Let's face it, life hands us different decks of cards. Some start with advantages, others with none. You can complain and resent your circumstances, but the responsibility for crafting your best life ultimately falls on you. The life you dream of often lies on the other side of the challenges you're avoiding. It's like that old saying, if you seek happiness, start with discomfort. Don't wait around, take action. Stop grumbling and start doing. These are the cornerstones of being a resilient and resourceful individual. Fourth, taking risks in life. The biggest risk can often be not taking risks at all. Look around and you'll find that many successful folks took action to reach where they are. Anything worthwhile typically involves some level of risk. Take, for instance, being interested in someone you find attractive. If you want to win them over, you've got to step up and start a conversation. This might seem intimidating, especially for many guys who freeze up when that opportunity arises. But whether it's in the realm of dating or leaving your regular job for a more promising career, most things worth having come with an element of risk. The choice is yours, embrace the risk and truly live. Fifth, the power of being present. It's a common tendency for many of us to dwell either in the past or the future. However, residing in these realms can be quite detrimental. While it's perfectly fine to plan for the future, it shouldn't overshadow your present. Thinking about the future is essential for direction, but don't get stuck there. Let your future thoughts gently guide you as you work diligently in the present to achieve your desired lifestyle. The same goes for living in the past. Reminiscing about the good old days won't bring them back. It's living in the now that truly matters. Remember, having a purpose is the key to living each day to the fullest. Without it, you risk becoming a mindless wanderer stuck between past and future. Sixth, the trap of overthinking. As we grow, we tend to overanalyze everything. Minor actions by others can send us into a spiral of thoughts and emotions. Maybe someone didn't bid you farewell at work, and suddenly you're convinced they despise you. These thoughts can eat away at you, even if the other person had no ill intent. Stop feeding these thoughts and, most importantly, don't conjure up imaginary scenarios in your head. The remedy to overthinking is action, so when you feel yourself sinking into that abyss of thoughts, break free through action. Seventh, follow your passion and choose your career wisely. Your work is a significant part of your life. Imagine someone who loves programming. They wouldn't suddenly switch to civil engineering, even if coerced. Such a shift would likely lead to inefficiency. Your time is precious, so dedicate it to developing skills that will advance your career. Many people squander half their lives pursuing careers or skill dictated by others, like their parents or friends, rather than pursuing their own interests. If you're unhappy with your chosen field, you won't find satisfaction in your career, and this discontent will spill into other areas of your life. This is what we mean by investing in yourself. It should apply to your personal life, too. Engage only in activities that align with your purpose and mission. 8. Your mind is your greatest ally and adversary. The most crucial life lesson revolves around your mindset. You are the architect of your life's outcomes. You can't blame others for your failures or shortcomings. In almost every case, your thoughts determine whether you succeed or fail. Train your mind to be your greatest supporter. It's with you for life. Your reflection should elicit self-endorsement, as if your mind sees you as a role model. This is a shared trait among all successful individuals. Remember, life is a precious gift to be cherished daily. Keep learning as a lifelong student and apply these invaluable life lessons early. You're unlikely to regret it. These lessons, while seemingly simple, form the bedrock of a resilient, purposeful, and ultimately, happier life. They challenge us to take ownership of our happiness, to embrace the impermanence of life's ups and downs, to confront the inherent unfairness with courage and resourcefulness, and to step outside our comfort zones to pursue our dreams. They remind us to be present, to avoid the trap of overthinking, to align our careers with our passions, and to cultivate a mindset that empowers us to overcome challenges and achieve our full potential. Now, let's delve into each of these lessons with greater depth, weaving in personal anecdotes, philosophical insights, and practical strategies to help you integrate them into your daily life. Imagine, for instance, a young man named Alex who spent years chasing external validation, seeking happiness in material possessions, fleeting relationships, and the approval of others. He climbed the corporate ladder, accumulating wealth and status, but found himself feeling empty and unfulfilled. It wasn't until he stumbled upon the principle of happiness is a personal choice that he began to question his priorities. He realized that he had been outsourcing his happiness, relying on external factors to fill an internal void. He started practicing mindfulness, focusing on gratitude, and cultivating a positive inner dialogue. He disconnected from social media, reducing the constant barrage of comparisons and cultivating a greater appreciation for his own life. Slowly but surely, he began to experience a sense of contentment and joy that had eluded him for years. His story is a testament to the transformative power of taking ownership of your own happiness, of recognizing that true joy comes from within, not from external sources. It's a reminder that happiness is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of cultivating positive thoughts, practicing gratitude, and finding meaning in everyday experiences. Now, let's turn our attention to the second lesson: everything is temporary. This is a concept that has been explored by philosophers and spiritual leaders for centuries, from the Buddhist concept of impermanence to the Stoic emphasis on accepting what you cannot control. The recognition that everything is fleeting, both the good times and the bad, can be incredibly liberating. It allows us to savor the joys of life without clinging to them too tightly, and to weather the storms of life without succumbing to despair. Imagine a young woman named Sarah who experienced a series of setbacks in her career. She lost her job, faced rejection after rejection, and began to doubt her abilities. She felt overwhelmed and discouraged, convinced that her dreams were slipping away. It was during this difficult time that she encountered the principle of everything is temporary. She realized that her current struggles were not permanent, that the challenges she was facing were simply temporary obstacles on her path. She started practicing resilience, focusing on her strengths, and seeking support from her friends and family. She used her setbacks as opportunities for growth, learning from her mistakes and developing new skills. Slowly but surely, she began to turn her situation around. She landed a new job, excelled in her field, and achieved her professional goals. Her story is a testament to the power of embracing impermanence, of recognizing that both joy and sorrow are fleeting, and of cultivating the resilience to weather the storms of life. It's a reminder that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth, and that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a brighter future. Now, let's move on to the third lesson: life isn't fair. This is a harsh reality that many of us struggle to accept. We want to believe that hard work always pays off, that good deeds are always rewarded, and that the universe always operates according to a just and equitable system. But the truth is, life is often unpredictable and unfair. Some people are born with advantages that others never have, while others face challenges that seem insurmountable. The key to navigating this reality is to focus on what you can control, to take responsibility for your own choices, and to refuse to let the unfairness of life define you. Imagine a young man named David who grew up in poverty, facing systemic discrimination and limited opportunities. He could have easily succumbed to despair, blaming his circumstances for his lack of success. But instead, he chose to focus on what he could control. He worked hard in school, excelled in his studies, and earned a scholarship to college. He defied the odds, overcoming the challenges he faced and achieving his academic and professional goals. His story is a testament to the power of taking responsibility, of refusing to let circumstances define you, and of focusing on what you can control. It's a reminder that while life may not always be fair, you always have the power to choose your response, to shape your own destiny, and to create a life of meaning and purpose, regardless of the challenges you face. Now, let's explore the fourth lesson, taking risks in life. This is a principle that often evokes fear and anxiety, as we tend to be risk-averse, preferring the safety of the familiar to the uncertainty of the unknown. But the truth is, many of the greatest achievements in life require taking risks, stepping outside your comfort zone, and embracing the possibility of failure. Whether it's starting a new business, pursuing a creative passion, or simply asking someone out on a date, taking risks is essential for growth, self-discovery, and ultimately, a more fulfilling life. Imagine a young woman named Emily who had always dreamed of being a writer. But she was afraid of rejection, afraid of failure, and afraid of what others would think. So, she played it safe, working a stable but unfulfilling job, suppressing her creative aspirations. It wasn't until she encountered the principle of taking risks in life that she began to question her choices. She realized that she was living a life of quiet desperation, sacrificing her dreams for the sake of security. She decided to take a leap of faith, quitting her job and pursuing her writing career full-time. She faced rejection, criticism, and financial challenges, but she persevered, honing her skills, building her network, and ultimately, achieving her dream of becoming a published author. Her story is a testament to the power of taking risks, of embracing uncertainty, and of pursuing your passions with courage and conviction. It's a reminder that the greatest risk in life is often not taking any risks at all, and that the rewards of stepping outside your comfort zone can be immeasurable. Now, let's delve into the fifth lesson, the power of being present. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in the past or the future, constantly reminiscing about what was or worrying about what might be. But the truth is, the only moment that truly matters is the present moment. It's the only moment that we can control, the only moment that we can experience fully, and the only moment that we can use to create a better future. Practicing mindfulness, focusing on the present moment, and cultivating a sense of awareness can transform your life, reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing your overall well-being. Imagine a young man named James who was constantly plagued by anxiety, worrying about everything from his job to his relationships to his future. He found it difficult to relax, to focus, and to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. It wasn't until he discovered the power of being present that he began to find relief. He started practicing meditation, focusing on his breath, and cultivating a sense of awareness of his thoughts and feelings. He learned to let go of his worries about the future and his regrets about the past, and to focus on the present moment. Slowly but surely, he began to experience a sense of peace and contentment that had eluded him for years. His story is a testament to the transformative power of being present, of cultivating mindfulness, and of focusing on the only moment that truly matters, the now. It's a reminder that the key to a happier and more fulfilling life is not to dwell on the past or worry about the future, but to fully embrace the present moment, to savor its joys, and to navigate its challenges with awareness and intention. Now, let's turn our attention to the sixth lesson, the trap of overthinking. This is a common tendency, especially for those who are intelligent and analytical. We tend to overanalyze situations, second-guess our decisions, and dwell on potential problems. But overthinking can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking action, eroding our self-confidence, and ultimately, hindering our progress. The key to overcoming the trap of overthinking is to learn to trust your intuition, to take action despite your doubts, and to focus on solutions rather than problems. Imagine a young woman named Lisa who was constantly plagued by self-doubt, overthinking every decision she made, from what to wear to what to say. She found it difficult to make choices, to take risks, and to trust her own judgment. It wasn't until she encountered the principle of the trap of overthinking that she began to break free. She started practicing mindfulness, learning to observe her thoughts without getting caught up in them. She challenged her negative self-talk, replacing it with positive affirmations. And she took small steps to overcome her fear of failure, learning to trust her intuition and to take action despite her doubts. Slowly but surely, she began to experience a sense of freedom and empowerment that had eluded her for years. Her story is a testament to the power of overcoming overthinking, of trusting your intuition, and of taking action despite your doubts. It's a reminder that the key to success is not to analyze every situation to death, but to trust yourself, to take calculated risks, and to learn from your mistakes. Now, let's explore the seventh lesson: follow your passion and choose your career wisely. This is a principle that resonates deeply with many people, as we all yearn to find work that is meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with our values. But the truth is, many people end up in careers that are dictated by financial necessity, parental expectations, or societal pressure, rather than by their own passions and interests. The key to finding a career that you love is to explore your passions, to identify your strengths, and to seek out opportunities that allow you to use your talents to make a difference in the world. Imagine a young man named Michael who was working a stable but unfulfilling job in the finance industry. He was good at what he did, but he felt no passion for his work. He longed to pursue his true passion, music. But he was afraid of the financial insecurity of a career in the arts. It wasn't until he encountered the principle of follow your passion and choose your career wisely that he began to reconsider his choices. He started exploring his musical talents in his spare time, writing songs, playing gigs, and building his network. He realized that he could combine his financial skills with his musical passion, working as a business manager for musicians. He quit his job in finance and pursued his new career with passion and purpose. He found fulfillment, financial security, and a sense of meaning that had eluded him for years. His story is a testament to the power of following your passion, of choosing a career that is aligned with your values and talents, and of finding a way to make a difference in the world through your work. It's a reminder that the key to a happy and fulfilling life is to find work that you love, to use your talents to make a positive impact, and to never give up on your dreams. Finally, let's turn our attention to the eighth lesson: your mind is your greatest ally and adversary. This is a fundamental principle that underscores the importance of mindset, self-talk, and mental resilience. Your mind is a powerful tool that can either propel you toward success or hold you back from achieving your full potential. The key to harnessing the power of your mind is to cultivate a positive and growth-oriented mindset, to challenge negative self-talk, and to develop the resilience to overcome challenges. Imagine a young woman named Olivia who struggled with low self-esteem and negative self-talk. She constantly criticized herself, doubted her abilities, and feared failure. She found it difficult to pursue her goals, to build meaningful relationships, and to believe in herself. It wasn't until she encountered the principle of your mind is your greatest ally and adversary that she began to transform her mindset. She started practicing positive affirmations, challenging her negative self-talk, and focusing on her strengths. She developed a growth-oriented mindset, embracing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. She surrounded herself with supportive friends and family, and she sought professional help from a therapist. Slowly but surely, she began to transform her self-esteem, her self-talk, and her overall outlook on life. Her story is a testament to the transformative power of mindset, of cultivating a positive inner dialogue, and of developing the resilience to overcome challenges. It's a reminder that the key to success is not just to work hard and to be talented, but to cultivate a mindset that empowers you to believe in yourself, to pursue your goals with courage and conviction, and to never give up on your dreams. These 8 lessons, when integrated into your daily life, can serve as a powerful framework for navigating the complexities of existence, overcoming challenges, and creating a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. They are not just abstract concepts, but practical principles that can be applied to every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your career to your personal growth. By taking ownership of your happiness, embracing the impermanence of life, confronting unfairness with courage, taking calculated risks, practicing mindfulness, overcoming overthinking, following your passion, and cultivating a positive mindset, you can transform your life and achieve your full potential. These lessons, each a cornerstone of a fulfilling life, are not meant to be passively absorbed but actively integrated. Let's consider actionable steps for each, transforming them from abstract concepts into concrete practices. Happiness as a personal choice. Instead of waiting for external events to spark joy, cultivate daily gratitude. Start a gratitude journal, listing 3 things you're thankful for each day. Practice mindfulness, focusing on the present moment and appreciating the small things. Disconnect from social media regularly, creating space for genuine experiences and self-reflection. Engage in activities that bring you joy, even if they seem small or insignificant. Reframe negative thoughts, challenging them with positive affirmations. Everything is temporary. When facing challenges, remind yourself that this too shall pass. Practice acceptance, acknowledging that both joy and sorrow are fleeting. Savor joyful moments, fully experiencing the present without clinging to them. Develop resilience, building coping mechanisms for difficult times. Learn from setbacks, using them as opportunities for growth. Life isn't fair. Focus on what you can control, taking responsibility for your choices and actions. Advocate for fairness, supporting causes that promote equality and justice. Practice empathy, understanding and acknowledging the struggles of others. Develop a strong sense of self-worth, independent of external validation. Use your privilege to help others, creating opportunities for those less fortunate. Taking risks in life. Start small, challenging yourself with minor risks to build confidence. Identify your fears, confronting them head-on. Visualize success, imagining the positive outcomes of taking risks. Seek support from mentors or coaches, gaining guidance and encouragement. Celebrate your courage, acknowledging your willingness to step outside your comfort zone. The power of being present. Practice meditation, focusing on your breath to cultivate mindfulness. Engage your senses, fully experiencing the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures of the present moment. Disconnect from technology regularly, creating space for genuine connection and self-reflection. Practice gratitude, appreciating the simple things in life. Set intentions, approaching each day with purpose and awareness. The trap of overthinking. Practice mindfulness, observing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Challenge negative self-talk, replacing it with positive affirmations. Trust your intuition, making decisions based on your gut feeling. Take action, even when you feel uncertain or afraid. Focus on solutions, rather than dwelling on problems. Follow your passion and choose your career wisely. Identify your passions, exploring activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Identify your strengths, focusing on talents that come naturally to you. Seek out opportunities to use your talents to make a difference in the world. Network with people in your field, building connections and gaining insights. Take calculated risks, pursuing your dreams with courage and conviction. Your mind is your greatest ally and adversary. Practice positive affirmations, reinforcing positive beliefs about yourself and your abilities. Challenge negative self-talk, replacing it with empowering thoughts. Develop a growth-oriented mindset, embracing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Seek support from therapists or coaches, gaining guidance and tools for managing your thoughts and emotions. Practice self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and understanding. By taking these actionable steps, you can transform these 8 lessons from abstract concepts into concrete practices, weaving them into the fabric of your daily life. Remember, the journey of self-discovery and personal growth is a continuous process, requiring effort, commitment, and a willingness to embrace change. But the rewards are immeasurable: a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment, a life that is truly worth living. In conclusion, life is a journey filled with choices, lessons, and opportunities for growth. By observing others, learning from both successes and failures, and embracing the principles outlined above, you can shorten your learning curve and position yourself for success. Remember that happiness is a personal choice, everything is temporary, life isn't fair, taking risks is essential, being present is powerful, overthinking is a trap, following your passion is crucial, and your mind is your greatest ally and adversary. Embrace these lessons, apply them to your life, and you'll be well on your way to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. And as you embark on this journey, remember to be kind to yourself, to celebrate your successes, and to learn from your mistakes. The path to self-discovery is not always easy, but it is always worth it. For in the end, the greatest reward is not just to achieve your goals, but to become the best version of yourself. And always remember, this journey requires perseverance.